Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this audio/video, I wanted to tell you how to find chicks who are going to cooperate, right? So some of you might be saying, what does that mean technically, cooperate? What is that, right? And so basically, a woman who cooperates is a chick who you get with, and she basically makes it easy for you to get with her. She follows your lead. She doesn't give you a lot of attitude. She's not flaky. So she's basically, going along to make things progress with you and her. And this is basically, the type of chick who's really feeling you, who likes you. You understand? See, what happens is that a lot of guys have never been with a woman who cooperates. A lot of guys haven't experienced being with a woman who cooperates. So a lot of guys don't understand that they're a woman who cooperates. So what happens is that a lot of guys sort of think that they need to do, a whole bunch of extra shit to sort of make a woman like them. They feel like they need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G in order to make women like them in general. They think that a woman just can't, cooperate and actually like them and make it easy for them. And the reason why they think that is because they haven't had any experience dealing with a woman who cooperates. Because see, the thing is that when you deal with a girl who cooperates, right, you are basically going to see something from a different perspective. You're going to see that the other women who you're dealing with, who are giving you a hard time, who are, being flaky and who's fronting all the time and all this other stuff, you're going to be like, well, these other chicks just aren't cooperating. And once you experience even that one girl who cooperates, then it's kind of like you have a different perspective now. Now you're like, okay, well, this girl, she was making it easy for me. She was, meeting me and chilling with me and kissing me and doing all this other stuff. And these other girls weren't. So now you know that, okay, there are girls out there who will cooperate. This is why, guys, when they go to different countries, they meet women in different places, and they notice that the women in these other countries will cooperate like crazy. Like when I was in Brazil, the woman was cooperating crazy. So it was like when I came back to America, I was just like, man, these women out here, forget that. So, I noticed the difference between a woman who cooperates and a woman who does not cooperate. So then I didn't spend time trying to get a woman who doesn't cooperate. I just kept it moving, right? So how do you find a chick who cooperates? And the way to do this is really simple, right? And this is something that I've been telling guys for the longest. The way that you find a woman who cooperates is that you have to approach and talk to a lot of different women. And then out of those women, you are going to stumble upon women who will cooperate. It's really that simple. So let's say, for example, you talk to 20 chicks within a week, right? You're talking to 20 chicks. Let's say you get 8 numbers. Out of those 8 numbers, one of the girls, she actually saw you and she said she was going to see you. She, you kissed her. She was kissing you back. When you call her, when you text her, she texts you right back. She calls you right back. The other 7 who you got their numbers, they're kind of like iffy. You text them, they don't really text back. They say they was going to meet you. They don't really meet you. Those girls aren't cooperating. But that one girl, she's the one who's cooperating, the one that's, doing all the stuff how she should be doing it. And the way you found her was that you basically was going out there and you kept talking to women. You understand? Because, again, this is a numbers game. This is what I try to tell you guys. You have to keep talking to the women, and then you will find the ones who cooperate. But see, you wouldn't have found that one who cooperated if you didn't talk to all 20. And then out of those 20, you got the 8 numbers, and out of those 8 numbers, you found that one who cooperated. It's just really that simple. Now, there are some situations where you might find a chick who, because other people might say, is there, or they'll ask, is there a way to find out if a woman will cooperate before I even need to go and talk to all these girls and, and do it like that, right? Now, in most cases, you're never going to really know if a chick's going to cooperate or not until you actually approach her, talk to her, and try to make something happen, right? Now, there are certain cases where if a chick is choosing you, meaning she's, like she's checking you out crazy, she's, staring you down, looking at you, keeps checking you out, right? Then in certain cases, those girls most likely, will cooperate because she's already showing that interest from jump. But just because a chick is choosing you or she's checking you out or whatever it is, doesn't necessarily mean she will cooperate. So you still have to play the numbers, and you still have to talk to as many women as possible to see which ones are going to cooperate. You understand? It's really that simple, because what you need to understand is that you need to put yourself out there to find the type of chick you sort of match with, the type of chick who's going to, reciprocate that interest that you're showing. You understand? And that's the one who's going to cooperate, right? See, when you're learning a lot of different, techniques or different, things in the game as far as getting with chicks, right? What you got to understand is that there's going to be a lot of girls who they'll think you're cool. They might like you a little bit or whatever. And you learning the game and learning how to talk to women and learning how to interact with women can get her to the point where she becomes a girl who cooperates, right? So, a lot of, you hear a lot of pickup artists and other people talk about, you got to build attraction and all this other stuff like that. And with chicks who cooperate fully, who cooperate 100%, you don't need to do any of that. But again, there are going to be certain girls who are going to sort of be on the fence, and then your techniques or your other things that you learn in the game can sway them to become a girl who cooperates, right? But at the end of the day, you got to understand that, the difference between a chick who cooperates and a chick who doesn't. And the chicks who cooperate, they're going to make it so easy for you. It's going to be like night and day. You're going to be like, damn, like, you're going to be like, why can it always be this easy? You understand? Like, it's crazy. And the thing is that a lot of you guys have not really been with a woman who cooperates 100%. And for those of you guys who have and who've been there, who've dated chicks like that, who've been with chicks like that, you have to remember that there are other chicks out there like that, which is why you shouldn't put up with a lot of shit that women, throw your way. Because a lot of times you guys put up with a lot of shit because you think that this is normal. You think that, well, this is how chicks act, and I got to build attraction to get her to like me, and that's the only way it's going to happen. No, there are women who's going to cooperate, and there are women who are not. And you got to find the ones who are going to cooperate with you. You feel what I'm saying? And the way to do that is to put yourself out there and keep talking to more girls. It's really that simple. See, there's guys who will, try to have, there's certain guys who might have tried to talk to those 20 girls, and then some of them would have gave up by, the fifth or sixth girl. They wouldn't even got to 20. Then you got some guys who would have talked to 20 girls and then got 8 numbers and then called up like 4 or 5 of them at first. And then those 4 or 5, weren't really like hitting them back. And then they were just like, oh, forget these girls. They all flaky and this and this and that, before he would have gotten to that one who would have cooperated. You understand? So you guys got to understand that women will cooperate. You just have to, stick with it. Stick with it, meaning going to talk to women and, keep it going with approaching them and hitting them up and doing all this other stuff, so that you can really just find the ones who are going to cooperate. All right. So that is it, guys. I'm out of here. I will holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Alright, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. Gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.